Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Market Watch. In today's episode, I know first of all that it's been a while since I've done one of these. I apologize. I've been extremely busy with the products that I'm releasing, but here it is. You're going to be getting like three of them, four of them if you're on Patreon, and if you're on YouTube, you're probably going to see them once a week. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing we have is PSA 9 DDS Blue Eyes. Now, okay, PSA 9s, in my opinion, are kind of like hit and miss. So, uh, in this case, I think it might be a little underpriced because it looks very clean from the images. But who really knows once you crack them and see on the inside? So, if you are planning to like crack for a really nice minty DDS and this looks the part from the photos at least, I think 2500 is pretty cheap. Um, it's very hard to get this card in really minty shape, and I mean this looks centered. I mean, to be honest with you, this looks like a crack potential. like this, yeah, like the corners are crispy, everything looks pretty great, and it's really well centered. It's pretty nice. So it's definitely not a bad deal in my opinion, and I think you can do a lot worse for 2500 bucks. Next, we have Obelisk PSA 10 400 bucks. So these have been around like what, 500 to 600. This is like 20% lower. There is a little bit of whitening there, so that might have had something to do with it. This is the highest pop card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like this, Raw, and Slifer. I mean, I don't think anything even comes close. Their population like 400 plus. So uh, I think that it's stable at 400. Might be a little cheap. You might be able to get like 100 bucks if you have a really $100 more if you have a really minty one. Oh, this is the Jump magazine one. Oh, um, I mean, same thing. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I think these are not like easier to grade or harder to grade. They're made of the same card stock, so the only thing you have to worry about with the Jump ones is just a little bit of centering issues, which this seems to have. But for the most part, I think it's fine. $400 is okay. This is interesting. I actually want to make a video on these. I think this is a pretty good price in my opinion for how rare these are. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on these. I think that these are some of the most interesting cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. Not in Yu-Gi-Oh, the TCG obviously, but like in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. These are very, very nice cards, and I didn't even know about this. I don't know if I would have gone this high, maybe like $900, but still very, very good price and very good purchase in my opinion. These cards, excuse me, these cards are very rare. 9.5 Blue Eyes, 1100. Um, this is I would pay this. I'll pay $1,200 for Blue Eyes. Very hard card to come by. Exodia 350. Oh wow. This is not a bad price either. If you know how rare these are, this is not a bad price, especially for gem mint. They are easy to grade though. Okay, so like out of the pack, the only thing you're worried about is centering. 8.5 DDS Dark Magician 450. Yeah, I think this is pretty fair in my opinion. I don't think buyer or seller is getting wrecked here. 7.5. I think this is a little. I think once you start going to like 7.5 territory, it's a little too low to command this type of premium. But I think 8.5 here is a much better value than it is here. Flare Neos 300. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, these cards are staples in the binder. Like everybody needs the ultra. Like even if you're not collecting every ulti, you need every hero for the GX ultis, and then you need what's it called? And then you need like the ultra ultis as well. So this hits on both cylinders. Um, I think this is the most overrated box in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! DRO1. $700. This is a little bit more realistic. I know that this used to go for a lot more, but now it's coming back down to earth. I like this box. I think it has some of the most identity out of anything that exists in terms of reprint sets. I definitely think it's not on par with like DRO4 or Retro Pack. Definitely not. But in terms of the other ones, I think that this is arguably the one with the most identity. It's like a nice silver box. It has little Yugi on it, which is the only box that exists like that. And then it has like a couple of unique cards like Big Shield Gardener, the first printing. It also has Mercuria, the Destructor. So it's a pretty nice set, and I have a video coming up on this actually because I have a complete set, so I'll do a video on that. Here we have Cyberdark Impact. These are retail packs, and there are so many of these. Like, it's unbelievable how much they printed of this. Like, I know people with like cases upon cases upon cases of these. It's crazy. Okay. It's crazy how much these go for, and the fact that they're holding $10, kind of wild to me. $800, very good 3 blue eyes. So this is pretty much like I don't think you can find an LOB blue eyes under $500. So I think this is a little high though. I wouldn't pay $800 for a 3. PSA 6, yeah, see, like, there's no way that you can tell me that PSA 6 is $1,000 and then PSA 9 is $2,500. Like, the disparity between them in terms of condition is so massive. How could there only be like, 1.5 the price? I think it's kind of crazy. So either this is too high or that one is too low, and I do believe that one is too low. IP Masquerena, we just got word that this is gonna get another reprint in Starlight. I want this card, but I will only pick it up at like $300. I don't think it's worth more than that because I don't really consider the meta as relevant to me. I want it. Like, I do plan on picking one up. I think the fact that it's like one of the first Starlights is really iconic. It's a very nice looking card, and yeah, but I just think 600 is too much. So I think it's gonna go down a little bit more, and I think at that point, if it starts hitting, $200 to $300, I'll pick one up for sure. And I do think it will hit that eventually, be it because of the reprint or it just goes out of rotation. Plague Spreader, $330. That's crazy expensive, but it's hard to get. It is like probably the rarest pack of all time in terms of core sets. I don't think there's anything rarer than this pack. 300 for this. I think the raw card is like $100. So PSA 10. I think this is a pretty good value. I think whoever bought this didn't get ripped off, and I don't think the seller got ripped off either. I mean, it's not a hard card to get. It's not a hard card to gem in, so it's pretty good. $300. Unlimited, $250. Yeah, I think that's fine. Rainbow Dragon. Effect misprint. No, it's not. This is just regular. Sorry. $400. Near mint. He's saying mint or better. I don't rate this card. I think Rainbow Dragon is overrated. But I'm not a fan of Crystal Beast, so maybe that's why. Magic Ruler, first edition, Toon Summon Skull, 400. Damn, this is a fall from grace, man. This was like $1,500 at one point. $300. Like, see, when this is $300 and then you have like the BPT first 6 going for like 500, I think that there's a price disparity. Either those are too low or this is too high. I lean more towards this being too high. Yeah, especially like when Jinzo is like $300. Like, this definitely has to be lower than that. I mean, yeah. Anyway, $200. Oh, damn, $200 for this. That's a steal. Whoever got this got a steal. $200 for this. This is literally what the Unlimited goes for. If you don't know how you can tell first edition from Unlimited, first edition has a cutout with the actual card here, while the Unlimited has a printout of the card. That's how you know. Black Rose Dragon, Ghost Share Unlimited PSA 9. That's pretty much like raw, maybe a little bit higher than raw. $600 for this. This is a crack candidate. I would open this if I was them. PSA 10 SDK. So this is $6,000, but you can tell like it's like severely off center, and it's like an older SIR. It's like the older case, so like you can see there's a lot of deterrence that, and also it's a super low feedback seller. So that might have something to do with that price. I rate this more around like $7,000, right up there with DDS. I think they're the same price. PSA 8 LOB first edition, $1,800. This is quite cheap, quite a bargain. However, the subgrades are they look pretty bad. So like 7.5, that's pretty bad. Excuse me. $200 MRD first edition blister. This is not a bad price. I think this is not a bad price. Because this one, the retail and the hobby doesn't really matter that much. And because the blisters are always retail packs, so I don't think it hurts the value. Because like 1000 Dragon is just as good as Gate Guardian, in my opinion at least. 8.5 Ancient Gear Golem for 550. So I sold the raw copies that are about like 7 to 8 grade for around $300. So like a certified 8.5 for 550 is not too bad in my opinion. 7.5 SDY, $200. Damn. I mean, this card is so easy to damage though. So like you can see right there, you can see the damage. You can see damage. So 7.5 edges, I'm not too confident. 9 Flame Swordsman. The problem with this one is the corner here. This looks pretty bad, and it has 8.5 corners, so that's probably why. I do think that if it was a clean 9, I think $200 is too cheap for this, but that's just my opinion. Rarity Collection, Blue Eyes Ghost Jar, $415. I don't know too much about this, to be honest. Like it's cool, but like I don't know if it's $400 cool. SDJ $600. That's not bad. This is a hard card to find centered. PSA 9 Exodia Head, Starlight Rare. So this is under $300 now, and it's severely off center. So that's why I got the 9. Also, it's Probstein. I don't really buy from these guys. They just have too much shady shit happening with them. Either way, I think if the whole set gets to around like $500, I think I might be interested in picking a couple of them up because I like the Starlights, to be honest with you. I don't hate them. I think Starlights are cool, to be honest. The Dark Magicians, PSA 10 is $265. I like this card too. I don't think it's bad. I like it. $265. I'm not sure about the raw price though. It might be like $100 more. I think raw is like $200. This is not a bad price, to be honest. $200. $200 for SDY, and yeah, it's pretty good. Here we have Total Defense Shogun 10, $200. Okay. This is interesting. We have Rainbow Dragon 7.5 near mint, $2,000. This is pretty much what this raw card goes for in non-chewed up by a dog condition. As long as you don't have like major creases, bends, or whatever. This is arguably the rarest card that you can pull out of a pack in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that this even surpasses Magic Formula, all of those. It's a very, very hard card to come by, and in my opinion, it deserves the price tag that it has. This is truly a specimen. Like the misprint on it is amazing. The lore is amazing. I have a video dedicated to this card, and I think it deserves every penny that it gets. And I actually think that the high grades are even undervalued because they are so hard to come by in mint condition. Like these are very, very difficult cards to acquire. Like the fact that a 7.5 is $2,000, like that tells you that PSA 9s should be like way higher than what they're going for, which is like I think they go for like $7,000. I think they should be way higher because this card is very difficult to get in mint condition. We have SDJ first edition, 245 bucks. This is sort of cheap in my opinion. 250. This is appropriate. Penguin Soldier, 200 bucks is way overpriced. Holy shit. Gate Guardian, PSA 9, 400. Yeah, that's fine. PSA 10. Oh, I thought this was first edition. I was gonna be like, jeez, this card is so undervalued. But 200 bucks is too much for this. EX starter box, 300. This is actually not a bad price. If you know how hard this card is to grade, it's not a bad price. This is Series 1. Meta Raiders, like there's no way that this goes for $200. This is unlimited, man. How can somebody pay this? $200 for this. I love this card. I think it looks amazing. Look at this art. Like, I love it. I think it's so nice. Yeah, I love these 10 cards. I don't care what anybody says. Giant Hand, 550. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the ultra rare is so cheap compared to this, to be honest. But yeah, like the ultra rare is cheap compared to like just how much rarer it is compared to this. Like ultra rare is like what, $3 grand? Like how can this be 550 when that one has like hundreds of copies less than this? Ascension Sky, same thing, $700. This one, I think, I don't know too much about this, but I know at one point it was like $400 and then it just shot up like crazy. 600 for this is not bad. It's fair. Gem Mint, Light for the Sky Dragon, 200 GBI. This is not a bad price if you want a crack for a binder. Definitely not a bad price. We saw this last time, $500, still 500 bucks. So this is where it's leveling off, it seems. Lightly Played, CP01. This card is crazy how expensive it is. Like it is so insane to me how expensive these CP cards are. It's so ridiculous. Does Shoot, $300. LP, MP, it says. Yeah, still expensive. But this was a little bit more available than CP01. CP01 is disgusting. So hard to come by. Like the pack itself. Archlord Zerato, 300 bucks. Yeah. 230. This is arguably what, like the strongest super rare in all of OG Duel Monsters. Yeah, it's definitely the strong. I don't think there's anything stronger than this. So it's not too bad in my opinion. I think it's fair. BGS 9 DMG, $2,000. This is what it like seems like PSA 9 is leveling off around 1,800 to 2,200, and this is like right up there, right in line with that. So I think it's fine. I would have liked the subgrades to be like a 9 because of centering and less about surface, because the 8.5 surface worries me. Moth, super rare. I need one of these still for my binder, but I'm not paying $300. Fuck that. Invader of Darkness, 255. Yeah, that's fine. PSA 10, Toon Chaos, first edition, Stardust Dragon. I think that this is like, I don't think it's a bad price, but I just think like collector rares are overrated. And speaking of overrated, here we have $4,000 for 7.5 Red Eyes Black Dragon. You can get a PSA 10 for $2,000 more, or would you rather have this trash? Oh man, this thing looks like it got pissed on. I don't understand this hype. Like, I truly don't get it. I mean, congratulations if you're happy with this, but you'll never see me drop this time. Like, you will never see me drop more. You'll never see me drop equal amounts. Like, if you told me like 7.5 Red Eyes Black Dragon, faded or non-faded, you'll never see me drop the same amount of money for a faded card as like as much as I would on like a regular card. Never mind more money like this. This is insane. $4,000. Like, that's mind-boggling to me. 9.5 SDK. Seems like it got a 9 on the edges because of this chip right here, and this happens a lot on these cards. It's crazy. $2,000. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think it's fair. 550 for Shining Flare. This one is dinged right here in the corner. It's LP. It's not bad. This is arguably the rarest. Like, this does not pop up as often as people would like it to pop up. Like, I don't really see a lot of these ever come up for sale. RPO1. Wow, 232. This is quite cheap in my opinion, especially if it's like actually near mint. It probably isn't. That's why I didn't get a lot of bids. But this is a damn rare card, man. Like, don't sleep on these RPO ones, man. This is a really, really rare card. And I think that the time will come where RPO1 gets the respect that it deserves. Injection Fairy. If I ever complete my set, I'll definitely do a video. But it's like near impossible to complete this. This is true collector goals right here. Like, if you're in Europe, I would definitely try to get these. Having a complete set of all the holos from RPO 01 is a true accomplishment. Injection Fairy Lily, 9.5, $430. How the fuck did this get 9.5 centering? Jesus. Holy shit, look at this. Anyway, moving on. $9,000 PSA 10 DMG. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it's not too bad. And then we have this atrocity again. $1,000 for 8.5 Guide the Fierce Knight. That's crazy. Look at this. It's so ugly. I don't understand. $800 for this. I think this is okay. I think this is like appropriately rated. PSA 7, yeah, like look at this, 1600 for PSA 7 or 2500 for PSA 9, like a near perfect card. It's a no-brainer. Like, it's a no-brainer to me. 9.5 Ancient Fairy Dragon goes for like 750. This is arguably cheap in my opinion, but this probably has the corner issue right here at the top right. So it has the 9 corners, which is something that plagues like a lot of them. Destiny Board, PSA 10, first edition, 580. I mean, this is a pretty good price, solid price. Call of the Haunted, PSA 10, $500. This seems like it's a little high, but it is low pop. Like, it's hard to grade. PSV is pretty hard to grade in my opinion. Guide the Fierce Knight CGC 9, $500. This is crazy expensive. Because I'm pretty sure someone in our Discord bought this and he was not pleased. Torrential Tribute, PSA 10, $450. Yeah, that's fine. Harpy Lady Sisters Faded, $258, PSA 10. Like, look at this card. Who wants to actually own this? Look at this. So ugly. Ugh. Yuck. Thunder Giant, PSA 9, 251. Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. These hover from like 250 to 350, something like that. Serpent Knight Dragon, PSA 10, $500. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe even a little high. DD Crow, this is a raw price. PSA 9, 450. I'm not sure how I feel about these. I don't know how I feel about LOB Ultra PSA 9s being like under a pack price. To me, like that's kind of crazy. MFC PSA 9 Unlimited for 377. I'm pretty sure I sold a PSA 9 for like 250 or something like that, but it was like not a strong 9, or maybe it was a PSA 8. I don't remember. I don't know. But this seems like it's a pretty strong price to me for the seller at least. Magic Jammer, $200 PSA 10. Yeah, that's fine. Chaos Neos. This comes out of the blisters. PSA 8, 377. That's pretty much raw. That's what the raw card goes for. $200. Meh. Yeah, like a lot of these sellers, like they're the type where they regrade the thing until you get max grade, which is basically like it flukes that max grade. And in my opinion, I don't really buy from stuff like that. I don't really buy from sellers like this. Like no offense to him, like he can get his money, but I personally don't buy. Guardian Sphinx, and especially not to crack. Guardian Sphinx PSA 10, 250. I don't know. It's like okay. I think it's fair. $200 for this is expensive. This is expensive. This has no business. This is like a $10 card, man. Maybe like $15. Cyber Dragon PSA 10. This is OCAF. I don't know how this got PSA 10. $300. This is a lot. Now, speaking of cards are underrated, I think this is a really nice card. Look at this. You get full art, like a big picture Jinzo. Can't go wrong with that. $400. This is the first printing of Jinzo ever. Rookie card. It's completely unique. You don't really get this anywhere in the TCG. I think it's really nice. If you're a Jinzo collector, I think this is a must-have, along with the Ultimate Rare. Signed DMG doesn't mean anything. Pharaoh Rare Dark Magician Girl. I do want to pick up one of these. I saw one in person. It is fantastic. Like it looks gorgeous. I do want to pick one up eventually, just not at $400. And it's definitely not gonna be the ultra rare. It's gonna be the secret rare. DMOC PSA 8, 300 is like raw price. 222 for Legendary Collection 3. These cards scratch a lot easier than people think. These are some of the few cards that like scratch really badly in Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't really see it too often in other cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. But these, for some reason, they scratch very, very easily. LOB first edition Trihorn 265. This is criminal, man. This is criminal. Like if your favorite card is Trihorn Dragon, you're eating good because you're picking up like mint copies for dirt cheap. I might even make this my favorite card and just keep picking these up. Like 265. Jesus, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is not even guaranteed in the box, man. This is like 1 in 2 boxes. Ugh. Criminal. This is a criminal price, man. Anyway. LOB gem faded. This looks to be wavy. I might be wrong, but it looks to be wavy. $200. Meh. Asian English Meta Raiders. $1,300. This is crazy expensive. Holy shit, this is crazy expensive. Best offer accepted. $2,000 for this. So during peak I sold these. Oh, but these are beat though. Like this one's crushed here and stuff. So I sold really mint, like straight from the case, copies of these two. I sold them for, I think it's like 1,500 each, and if you bought both of them, you got it for 2,500, and they were much better condition than this. So I think this is not bad price. Like 2,000 for this is not too bad. But yeah, like mine were like case fresh. You guys saw it. I have the video on my Instagram of me opening a case of that. Anyway, Masterpiece, Platinum Blue Eyes, 2,100. This is too much. As soon as mine hit, like I sold mine for like $6,000-7,000 during peak, but I still think it's like expensive for even what I paid for it, to be honest. Harakthi, 1,755. I don't understand like why somebody would pay this much for like a sun damaged card, like literally just buy a non-sun damaged one. PSA 10 SDY first edition, 2,700. Like in my opinion, I think this card is hard to grade. I opened a bunch of these and they're not nice. Like they don't come nice right out of the box. So I don't think this is a bad deal, and this is in my opinion the best looking Dark Magician, other than BPT. PSA 9, BGS 9, Blue Eyes White Dragon, $5,000. That's not bad. I don't think it's bad. $3,000 for DDS. I think that this is more appropriate. I think 3,000 for PSA 9 is more fair. I think 2,500 is too cheap. Here we have $9,000 for SDK, and this is like more in line with what I think it should be going for. Yeah, I think this is not a bad price. I think it's fair. Maybe a little high, maybe like 10% too high, but I think it's fine. Tactical Evolution, 1,750. This is not bad. It's not a bad price. 1,400 Wild Edge. I mean, I have one for like $1,000. I don't know why somebody would pay 1,400, but it is what it is. Mechanical Chaser, 2,100. Yeah, I mean, this card is hard to get, man. It's hard to pull this shit. Can't even blame them. 1 out of 118 packs, and each pack is $300. Like it's crazy how expensive these cards are to actually like replenish on the market. First edition Jinzo. I would sell mine for this. If somebody offered me this, I'd probably sell it, but I wouldn't sell it like that on eBay though. Stardust Dragon, BGS 9, $3,000. I don't think this is a bad price, especially if you can take a look at the corners and see like if there's nothing wrong with them. This is not bad. Flaming Eternity, 1,300. Meh. $5,000 PSA 8. This is actually like more in line what I think it should be going for. I think PSA 8 at 5,000 is very, very good. I think this is great. And I really respect this card, as you guys saw. Like I think this card is truly a rare card. Overpriced. Move on. Overpriced. Move on. $2,000. Fairly priced. Overpriced. These decks are dog shit. Wing Karibo, 370. This is not bad. I think if you're looking for pack fresh, is a great copy because it's not gonna get like this level of grade and subgrades without being pack fresh. So good luck cracking this, whoever got this. 18,000. Oh shit, I didn't even see this. 18,000 for 12 boxes of Hobby Magic Ruler. What does that put them at? 1,500 a box. Damn. This is actually not a bad price. I would have bought this. Damn. Yeah, I probably would have bought this. I don't even know about it. I have Labyrinth of Nightmare. I have MRD case. I'm missing this and PSV. I probably would have bought this, to be honest. Magic Formula 1800. Like, these are now getting to borderline worth opening, especially the North American ones. And that's pretty much it. That's the market watch for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, sorry about my absence, patrons. I'm really sorry. I've been working really hard on trying to make sure, you know, the release is good. But yeah, hopefully you'll forgive me, and yeah, you'll be seeing like a bunch of these come up at once. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.